How do we get across here? I sort of waded across the shallows last time. Can I do it again? Or was this part where we had to get around the edge of the... I think we had to go around the water, didn't we, boy? How did we do this last time? I haven't been wading through the water very much. Ah, here we go. Oh, that's a bear. I don't really want to come out of the water where the bear is. Yeah, here we go. Here's this little shallow part where we can get across here. Yeah, I mean, if we stay far enough away, he shouldn't attack us. Let's have a quick save, because there's a good chance he might do anyway. That's pretty scary. Is that the first bear we've seen? First live bear we've seen? I think we saw a bear somewhere else, didn't we, attacking some adventurers. But that's fine if they attack adventurers. Let's stay over here. Out of the way. Maybe he's slaying that wandering chicken from the mine. No, 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 you stay over there. Don't come over here, buddy. We're not bothering you. I remember once reading someone saying that the wildlife tends to leave you alone if you leave it alone, unless you're really close to it, you know, if you're not too close to it. Well, that's not entirely true. The wolves will certainly attack you. And the bears don't seem... sometimes they will sort of slightly warn you off, and then they'll... Other times they'll certainly have a go. Miko, you better not be attacking that bear. You better not be. Probably you have to fish or something. I don't know what to do here. So this is where we go back across. Where has he gone? Can you come out of the water, please? Stupid animal. Just leave the bear alone, okay? It's not a good idea. I know he's at the crossing point where we usually get across, but... Are you coming? Yeah, he's going the other way, look. Yeah, good idea, boy. Yeah, you're a tough dog, but you're not exactly a bear hunting dog. Okay, back on the road again. Well, I was about to say it's been a very quiet down the road, and I haven't seen a single person since the bear. And now there are people everywhere. I don't know why. Maybe they'd stop for lunch or something. Very strange. Shush, Miko. Lisbeth! I have some very good news for you.
No, I'm not on leave.
Yes, I found this statue in a Forsworn camp.
There it is. This little gold delight is going to keep us afloat for a while. Thank you. Here's something for your hard work.
Oh, thank you, Lisbeth. Oh, 500 gold, very nice indeed. But I hope that helps to turn around your fortunes a little bit. While we're here, what have you got for sale? What if we'd hit a break point here where we're going to get some better weapons and armour, maybe? But I don't know. More orcish arrows. I think I will probably purchase those. We're down to about 33 steel arrows yet, which is quite a few, but it'd be nice to have some more, I think, of high quality. We've only got like 8 orcish. We've got plenty of money right now. So that would be quite nice. It's expensive, but it certainly fits with what we're how we're behaving at the moment. Do we have a magical ring? I don't think we do we? That's a possibility. That's interesting. Let's sell off some of our stuff first. What else have we got here? Got potion of healing, that would be very nice. Okay, so let's see what we can do. So they're a general trader, so we can sell them all sorts of things, including books. Hasn't got a huge amount of gold, 861, but we can of course sell off. We can buy back with that ring and give them some more money again. What do we got here? Where's magical journals? Well, I'm not sure about selling that off. You know, it's not the sort of thing I possibly want to hand off to a shopkeeper. Maybe it's worth dropping that off at a chapel somewhere. Let's see. They don't read the spell tome. I wouldn't mind reading this, so we'll keep hold of that for a bit longer. By the way, I've kept these bowls and things. They're nice souvenirs as well. We might take them back. We'll see how we go with that. I also discovered, rather disturbingly, after our adventures in Dreamworld with old King of the Nutcases, Daedric Prince Sheogorath, we've got Parties of Hitbone. Again, probably not a souvenir Striker wants to keep. Maybe we can You can drop that off in a chapel somewhere as well. I don't know. Right, okay, what we got here? Scrolls. Not going to be summoning any zombies, thank you very much. Bane of the Undead might be an idea. Not sure if I feel about him reading scrolls. I mean, scrolls aren't inherently well, they're magical, but are they... Do you necessarily have to be a wizard to read them? I don't know. Let's keep hold of them for now. Potions. I should have used some of these before, shouldn't I, really? But never mind. Blacksmith potion, we'll get rid of that. And these are all okay, I guess. Right, and sell off some of this junk we picked up from the... Oh my goodness. Wow, that's a lot of money just for a bunch of armour. Well, just by the way, while we're here, we're obviously going to buy it. Well, actually, which one would it be? I think possibly. Because, yeah. I think so. I think I'd rather have that one, quite frankly. Let's sell off some more of this junk. Yes. Necklaces, I don't know. Very valuable. They're good ways of carrying around trade goods lightly. Still have the basic silver one. This was actually a way I was considering of making money for this quest. Part of the reason I made Stryko a silver merchant who had previously been a silversmith. Making jewellery is one of the greatest things you can do in Skyrim. It's so simple. I mean, all you need is some silver or gold, and then one of those tons of jewels you pick up. I mean, the number of times, the amount of stuff you pick up from, well, I've got a couple of amethysts and things like that, but generally I tend to find that the numbers of garnets and amethysts and everything else start to build up through the roof after a while, especially from killing Forspawn, who often can be some. Anyway, it's such an easy thing to do, and also if you're increasing your smithing, the amount that your smithing skill increases by when you make something based upon the value of that item, and of course some of the jewellery made with flawless stones is incredibly valuable, and you see your smithing skill climb through the roof. And you know, compared to I know you can do things like you can if you've got the Hearthfire or the Hearthstone, whatever it is, DLC, which I've got on here, you can build houses and you can spend days making thousands of iron nails and hinges and everything else to improve your house and increase your smithing skill that way. Well, yeah, it does, and it's a bit of fun, but not to the same degree that making jewellery does. So jewellery is absolutely wonderful. But so far I've not found it necessary to have to do that. It's just not been required. What else do we have here? Let's sell off some of this leather. I don't really need any leather, really. Yeah, it'll be fine. A bit of weight. How are we doing now for... You know, I've not even sold off their bows, have I? Look. I'm making sure I'm not selling off my bow. They're dreadful arrows. Do I really need those? I've got iron arrows. Yeah, iron arrows are better than this junk. I know it's not actually for any value, but let's get rid of it anyway. We're going to buy the orcish arrows as well, won't we? Yes, that will be. I think most of the steel arrows we had before we found on the corpses of those dead soldiers, but anything else useful here? Not really, I don't think. We've got plenty of gold, and we have lightened our load. Do we really want this Staff of Sparks? 8 damage per second. No, I don't think I'll actually use it, to tell you the truth. It's quite heavy. Good, increasing our speech. Excellent. Yeah, it's quite heavy. I don't think we're very likely to use it, frankly. Anything else here? Oh, I think that's about it, I think. Thank you, Lisbeth.
Come back whenever you need something.
I shall do. What's the time now? Right then. I think I'm going to go and pop back to the inn and change my clothes and then head off to
Where's Cost?
What was that? Head off to the
Trouble?
no. Head off to the Shrine of Dibella and have a chat with the priestess up there again. There was such a been well behaved in Dibella's name. Hello there. I'm Lee Sass, and I'm whispering because at the moment Striker is probably about to do something very silly indeed. You see, after the adventures of recovering Dibella's statue and returning it to Arnleaf Trading, I was hoping that maybe, we might have a favourable view from the priestess of Dibella, and maybe they'd have finished their deliberations, whatever they're doing in here, but it's still going on. We still can't officially go in here, so what Striker was thinking was, he's about to leave the city. Markath is pretty much done now, it's time to go, but he has not achieved what he wanted to do. He's visited the shrine here, but he would like to go to the inner shrine if at all possible, and it can't be that. I mean, there was a chap called Degain who was a beggar. He'd recently thrown out of the temple, presumably because he was trying to sneak in there. I think he was trying to nick a statue that was in here, but he got thrown out. So, the worst that can happen is we'll get thrown out. And it's a shame, but it's not too bad. But I think the chance of getting in here. Well, let's see if we can get the expert lockbeaten for a start. Ooh. Not the best lockpicker in the world, Striker. Wow, got it already. Very good. Yeah, the chance of missing out will be a bit of a shame. So he's dressed in his normal gear, and he's going to give it a go, sneak it in here. As a player, I've never actually done this. I've never actually done this before anyway. I've never followed Degain's quest of stealing the statuette. I don't think I've ever sneaked in here before either. By the way, I've left Miko outside as well. He's a bit too hairy and noisy to make it very likely he'll be able to sneak. And I took off my arm. I took off my armour because it makes you quieter when you move. Okay, doing okay so far. They mentioned something about Sybil there. Well, the Sybil. Ooh.
Dibella, guide us.
I've got two on the left and one on the right, as far as I can see here. Oh, you know what? I have been in there once before, because I remember there's a path around the back. I must have come in here out of curiosity. Oh. I was wondering something. Hold on. Yeah, I've got my leather boots on, and they do count as armour, so it could be that they're making it noisier. Well, have I got any other normal shoes? I've only got my fine boots, but it might be okay. So that's any easier to sneak, because I'm not going to get very far at this rate.
Lead us to your Sybil.
Oh, come on. Should I just run for it, maybe? Sneak around the back here fast? You can't see me. I told you you couldn't see me. I thought I was going to get caught there. I don't actually know what would happen if you do get caught either.
Dibella, guide us.
Which is half the fun, really. It's the sight appears to be the problem, isn't it? Oh, well, okay, we're not going to nick anything despite the treasures lying around. Remember this in case I come back as a thief character sometime. So what are they up to? As I was saying, yeah, the Sybil. Ooh.
Lead us to your Sybil.
The Sybil was someone who, certainly in ancient Greek times, who prophesied events. A seer. So maybe they're looking for a sign of some sort. Although, let's listen to what they say again. Hold on.
Dibella, guide us.
Yes? Okay, we're down. Good, good, good. So I presume this is the inner sanctum here.
Lead us to your Sibyl.
Lead us to your Sibyl. So lead us. So it looks like they're looking for a Sibyl. They're looking for a. That's obviously what they. This whole seclusion business is about. They're doing a ceremony to hopefully get the word of Dibella to find out a special person for their future. Okay, this is interesting. So there's a statue of Dibella. So this is obviously the thing that the game wanted to nick. But we're not going to do that. I'm surprised at not. I'm a little surprised. I thought I heard footsteps. A little surprised there's not another shrine in here. This is obviously the inner sanctum. However, I've got another plan here about what I'm going to do, which is not steal that dagger. See, the other day I was looking through this. I suddenly realised I had some interesting items in here. I've got my various souvenirs, Dwemer and my Hawkerdusk. And I realised I've got Pelagius' hip bone, which I presume is some little jolly jape from Share Gorath. After we did the dream session there, we for some reason we've got Pelagius' hip bone. So I think I'm going to try and leave this here if I can. There you go. It's got dropped on the floor there. Oh, let's stay quiet. I mean, what if we manage to get out of here again? Goodness knows what the priestess is going to think about coming down and suddenly find some old dead guy's hip bones lying around on their little thing here. But who knows? Maybe they'll think that's a sign as well. And while we're here, though, I had something else I was going to drop off, but I can't think what it was. Was it the books? So this was the Red Eagle's Right. I was a little bit worried about this. I didn't like the idea of this thing lying around. I mean, the Legend of Red Eagle is quite a common book, but this one here appears to tell you about how to do the rite itself, which I don't think is something that should be left. It should be sold to a shop. It's the sort of thing that probably get found by somebody, and who knows what might happen. And while we're there, I don't think I can actually sell this. I'm not sure if I can drop this. Red Eagle's Fury is the sword we picked up from the Briarheart, and this is the thing that was used in the quest to transform into Red Eagle's sword. Whatever it's called. I'm not sure if we can drop it. No, it's a quest item. That's rather irritating. I don't really want to be carrying this around, and I won't be doing the quest any further. But there's nothing we can do about it, so I think we're going to leave it there. While we're here, though, is there anything else we can drop off? Which is possibly something we wouldn't want to have. Food, no. Ingredients, no. I've got some weird ingredients to drop those off as well. Eltrees, no. Althys, no. So there's nothing particularly special here. Let's leave them just in case they haven't got a copy. Let's give them a oops. Let's give them a copy of that. So, but I didn't realize they hung open when you picked a book up. I didn't realize that. Okay. Oh my goodness! I'm really sorry. Okay, let's put this up quick. Can we put? Oh no, it's not as bad as Oblivion. Trying to pick things up in Oblivion and place them, but it's still pretty irritating. Look at this. Look. No, come on. Come on. Oh, I nearly got you. That's not going to quite work, is it? Oh. Yeah, see, no one will ever know. So there we go. A couple of bits dropped off. So that was good anyway. There's a... Could we have any more noisy doors, quite frankly? So anyway, we've Striker's achieved what we want to do. We wanted to see the inner sanctum. And it was an official tour. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can get out of here. Although... I'm sort of interested to see what happens if we do get caught. So when I was thinking to do this before we left, I was wondering if it's worth getting caught or not.
Lead us to your Sibyl.
Let's see what goes on. Should we do it? Can't be that bad, can it really? I can always reload. Go on then, let's appear amongst them.
What are you doing in here?
I'm on the
Stay
tour.
where you are. The mother
Okay.
will deal with you.
Very well. Oh my goodness. Who is the mother?
Here she is.
This lady here? Or is there somebody else going to appear? Where is she? Has she wandered around the back? Has she taken the long route? Has she taken the scenic route? Is this her? Is this her? No, don't mind the hip bone you find down there.
Just what do you think
There she
you're
is.
doing?
I was just curious about the temple.
Unfortunately for you, we don't allow men into the inner sanctum.
Oh.
You have committed a breach and must pay the penalty.
Oh, okay. What's the penalty?
Normally, a quick death.
Hold on a
Luckily
second.
for you, there are more pressing matters.
Okay.
We could make an example of you, but perhaps you could be put to better use.
Yeah, good idea. Hold on, I thought DeGain said he sneaked in and got thrown out again. I shouldn't imagine he was given any task to do, although, saying that, we don't actually know how far he got into the temple. He might have got stuck trying to open the lock upstairs and got thrown out from there. We don't actually know he got down here, but, oh well, whatever. What use are you going to put me to?
The ceremony you so rudely interrupted was the exalted protocol of the Debellan Sibyl. I don't expect you to know what that means.
Not a clue.
Suffice to say that our Sibyl was recently lost to us.
Very careless.
Through the protocol, we have seen the home of the next Sibyl, to the north in a small village pressed against the stone.
Oh.
If you can travel there and retrieve our young Sibyl, your transgression will be forgiven.
Sounds good. I will undertake this penance. Where is the village?
We believe the place in our vision to be Karthwaste.
Oh, for goodness sake.
Now move quickly. The girl must be brought to the temple as soon as possible.
Okay. What is a Sibyl?
The Sibyl of Debella spends her entire life in direct communion with the goddess.
Ah.
From the time she's a little girl to the moment she expires, she is a direct connection with the Heavenly Mother. From her reverie, we know the mind of our god. We have had a vision of the next Sibyl, living in a village to the north.
You told me.
She must be brought to the temple for her reverie to begin.
Okay. Why is all this such a secret?
We prefer not to announce that the Sibyl has died until we can introduce the new one. People like to know that we're connected to the goddess.
Oh, fair enough. And a bit worried, is the girl just sort of taken from her family?
It's considered a great honor for the family. Their daughter will never know hardship, and the goddess blesses them with great bounty.
Okay, as long as everyone's happy with that, that sounds good to me. Off at the Karthwaste again.
It's considered a great honor
Yes,
for the
yes,
family.
we asked that bit.
Their daughter will never know
Okay.
hardship, and the goddess blesses them
Yes, yes,
with
let me
great
back out
bounty.
quietly. Well, not quietly at all. Really sorry for the disturbance. Well, that wasn't too bad. Back to Karthwaste again by the sound of it. Well, that's not too bad, you know. I'm not sure what time of day it is. It's probably mid-afternoon. We might as well just head out. What's the time? Oh, it's getting a bit late. I'm concerned if I get there it'll be too late. There'll be no one awake. So we'll have an early night and then an early start as well. And we shall head off to Karthwaste in the bright early morning.